Algebra 1 students. We are starting in our first booklet here, which is Remediation Unit 1. We are starting in Tier 1 with Lesson 1A, Adding and Subtracting. So go ahead and check off your booklet here, and then we will scroll down. Let's first start by when we talk about word problems and things, when we're doing those, there's certain words that tell us that we need to add or that we need to subtract. And some of the words that tell us that we need to add are words like sum with a U. We might be told to increase, or we might be told to find a total. I'm going to shrink this down. Some of the words that we might be told to do if we're being asked to subtract in a word problem might be the words like less, might be words like difference, and might be words like decrease. You'll be able to see it here in a second. After I write it, I'll shrink it. So let's come down here and take a look at a couple of these equations and expressions. So with this first expression, number 1, I always like to draw a picture. And I know this is simplistic and most of you could do it in your head, but I challenge you to not use a calculator. And if you look here, the way that you have to think about this is there's 2 terms in this expression. There's the 4 term and the 7 term. And both of them are positives. We have 4 positives over here and 7 positives over here. And if we combine those two, that would give us 11. We can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Similarly, if we come down here to number 2 and we put the negative sign, and on one side we put 9 positives, and on the other side we put 5 positives, the negative sign is telling us to take this many positives away from this many positives. So 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, 4 for 4, 5 for 5, and as you can see, that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4 positives. So our answer would be 4. Moving over here to number 3, what I like to do when I see expressions like this with addition with larger numbers than single digits is I like to stack them. So you want to put the first number, the 26, you want to put that on top, and then you want to put the 48 under. I'm going to shrink that a little bit. And then when you add these vertically, whenever you go over 10 in any column, you carry a 1 to the next column. So 6 plus 8 vertically is 14. So we have a 4, but the 1 goes up into the 10ths place. So now we have an extra 10th here. So we have 1 plus 2 plus 4, which gives us 74 for that solution. And then when we look at this last difference expression, we have 52 minus 36. Again, I like to stack it. And just like in number 3, we have these vertical columns. Well, we don't have enough up top here to take 6 away from 2. We know we can't do that. That would give us a negative. So we have to actually borrow, which I'm sure you guys have heard this before. We have to borrow a 10 out of the tens place. And that becomes a 4 there. And then we just take that 1 that we borrowed and put it over here with this 2. And that makes that 12. So now we can subtract 6 from 12, which gives us 6. And then over here, the 4 is greater than the 3. So we take the 3 away from 4, and that gives us 1. So our answer to that expression would be 16.